Hey friends, I was just in the middle of setting up to do some videos, and I thought I might do a little bit of a rundown on my current live rig. I just got my pedalboard build back. Matt at Pedal to the Metal put this all together for me. I'm going to try and explain as best I can what's going on with it. So let's have a look at this beast. Everything's mounted onto a pedal train pedalboard, and we're powering everything on the board from a single power supply, which means I can just use one cable to power everything that you see on the board, which is really handy for setup. So the first thing we got on the board here is the Shure wireless. The output from this is actually going into a splitter, which I can switch over and use a cable. So if wireless is shit or it goes down or whatever, I'm not left without anything at all, which is pretty cool. The output of that splitter then comes back into the Digitech drop pedal, which we use. We've got a heap of songs in a heap of different tunings, and rather than carrying 6 different guitars around, we can just, we can cover most of them just with the drop tune function on that. So from the Digitech drop, we go underneath the board again back into another splitter, and that splits out into the 2 modelling units you see here. We've got the Line 6 HX Stomp and the Fractal AX8. The reason I've got the 2 modelers set up is that I like to use a blend of 2 different amp tones, which is something that I couldn't do with the AX8 alone. So putting the HX Stomp up here as well and splitting the signals, I'm then able to blend the 2 tones that I like, and I can also run effects in parallel and all that sort of nerdy shit. The only other thing I've got on here is the Mission expression pedal, just for your wah, whammy, all that sort of shit, and that's connected to the AX8. So the Line 6 is actually controlled from the AX8, so I'm able to switch patches on both units with just the one pedal, which is insanely fucking handy. If you've seen people with ridiculous pedalboard setups, you can imagine what sort of a pain in the ass it is to try and turn on multiple effects and all that sort of thing. So with this setup, we're able to get around that, and that's fucking cool. 2 individual outputs from the AX8 and the Line 6, and they go down into 2 summing mixers under the board, and they split out into 2 separate lines. One line goes to front of house and my in-ears, and the other line goes into my power amp. Power amp I'm using is the Matrix GT1000, and that then goes out to my Mesa cab. So these here are my main axes for live use. Got a pair of LTD EC1000s here, got a 7-string and a 6-string, both running EMG 5766 pickups, and they both got Evertunes. Alright, so enough of the nerdy shit, let's hear some tones. So this is my main rhythm tone. This is just the AX8 at the moment. This is based off an Angle amp. Sounds a bit like this. This one here is the main rhythm tone with the Line 6. This is based off a PRS Archon. You can hear a lot darker, a lot more saturated. But combine the 2 and we get this. Pretty chunky. So we've also got a wah on this one. We've got my main lead sound. We've got a pitch shifter on this one for this song. Other sounds that we use, so for Knives Are Drawn, we've actually got a section in there where we use a HM2, which sounds absolutely disgusting. So that's just a HM2 patch through the line 6 there. Sounds a bit disgusting by itself, but we blend it with our normal rhythm tone and we get pretty cool. Also got some funky octave shit with this one as well. We do use some clean sounds, so for this one, got a nice little clean patch here. This is based off a Roland JC120. Very pretty. Also got a whammy tone for this one as well. So one of the places I really like to use the dual amp thing is things like the intro of Darkness Following. We've got the sort of slightly distorted flangey sort of sound and a fuzz sort of mixed together here. The main sound. So yeah, we don't really use a lot of effects in our songs as of yet, but do have more than enough capability here, even with the Fractal alone, just to make some cool, interesting sounds. So yeah, that's my live rig for now. Obviously subject to change, but pretty happy with it at the moment. I'll leave a link in the description. You can download the Fractal patch, and also I'll leave a link for Matt at Pedal to the Metal if you're interested in getting a pedalboard built, or you want to nut out some nerdy shit with him, or you just want to check out some cool stuff, go over and give them a like. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks very much. I'll talk to you later.